YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Black House Booking here with another video. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a good time and happy holidays. Hope you guys celebrate with your family. If not, celebrate by yourself and just have a good time overall. But let's get right into the video. So guys, this video today, first of all, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to 1,000 subs for New Year's. If that would be possible, that would be amazing. If not, we still gonna get to our goal. So let's get right into it. So these are my top 5 returns that I want to see at the Royal Rumble, and I would love to see them all in one Royal Rumble. But if not, at least one of them happen at one time. Excuse me. Let me press circle so I can close. So WWE 2K23 can stop showing me my faction stuff that I don't care about. I'm about to play some GMO real quick. A little something light. But let's get into the video. So at number 5, let's start off light. A return that I would like to see is none other than, now that the suspense a little bit too much, but I want to see Matt Cardona. I would love to see Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, return at the Royal Rumble. Even if it's a one-off and he doesn't return fully to the WWE, I would like to see him in the Royal Rumble because I think he would get a huge pop, and I would love to hear the "Oh Radio." I would love to hear the Zack Ryder theme song come on, and everybody's like, "Oh my goodness, Zack Ryder is back." And even if he doesn't come back permanently, that would be fine because Carlito's appearance in the Royal Rumble didn't make him come back permanently at that time. He didn't come back until after Backlash, if I'm not mistaken, that he really actually, like, we knew he was gonna come back for sure. So or that we had indication that he would come back. So I would love to see Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona, come back in the Royal Rumble because that's something that I am personally interested in. That's what I want to see. So at number 4, I'm surprised that I'm saying this myself. I would like to see Brock Lesnar come back in the Royal Rumble. I'm a guy who has had mixed feelings about Brock Lesnar for a long time. I hated that he was such a part-timer and the belt, blah blah blah. But now Roman Reigns is doing. I'm looking at Roman Reigns right now on my 2K23 play screen. He's looking at me all menacing, and he's the play button. But Roman Reigns is doing the same thing right now. I would love to see Brock Lesnar come back in the Royal Rumble, but not win, obviously. Let me say this: most of these people, I don't want to see them win it. Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, I always like to see him come back just to come back. Brock Lesnar is pretty much the same thing. I like to see Brock Lesnar come back in the Royal Rumble just to see him come back. And then he can do some stuff on TV. I think Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton is a good match for WrestleMania, in my opinion. Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles would be a good match, in my opinion. So I think that should happen. So I want to see Brock Lesnar come back. So far we have Zack Ryder. I'm gonna say Zack Ryder, so you guys know. Zack Ryder and Brock Lesnar, and at number 3, I would like to see Naomi come back at the Royal Rumble. So this can also be a one-off because obviously we saw Mickie James come back, and I think this would be amazing fan service if we see Naomi come out at like number 14 or 13, even though she's still in the contract with TNA. She could come out as the, I think she's the Knockouts champion. Yeah, I don't watch TNA. Well, it's not even TNA. I don't watch Impact, so let me know. If she can come out with the Knockouts championship, that would be fire. So I'd love to see Naomi come out. That would be dope, in my opinion. Just to show that there's good favor with the company and that she will come back one day, because I think she's a big enough star to come back. Not just because of her husband, but herself. Even before I knew she was married to Jimmy Uso, I was watching Naomi, and I was like, her interest is one of the dopest interests, in my opinion. So I would love to see her, come back at the Royal Rumble, show that there's no hard feelings with WWE. And I think that would be very cool. I think that's something that, I would love to see. Number 2, my favorite women's wrestler of all the time, the best women wrestler in my opinion, Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné. Sasha Banks should come back. She should come back permanently. I think Royal Rumble would be a great time to have Sasha Banks come back, and she don't even have to win, because if she were to win the Royal Rumble, she would only have to. Io Sky would be the only storyline that makes sense, because if she wouldn't get Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, there's no real indication. There's no storyline there. There's nothing that really gives us something to be excited about. because I would assume that Rhea Ripley would win. Not because she's better than Sasha Banks at wrestling. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but because the story isn't there. The only person that makes sense to beat Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania is Raquel Rodriguez, because Raquel Rodriguez and Ripley have a lot of history together, and that makes the most sense. We want to see Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley, but I don't think it's going to happen at WrestleMania. I think that's going to happen just to happen. If it happened at WrestleMania this year, Rhea Ripley wouldn't be the champion anymore, because Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the belt is just it's unnecessary. We don't need that. Them just going against each other. Period would be fine. But I think WWE is genuinely gonna find a way to have Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. If Jade Cargill wins, that I wouldn't be upset with it, but I that's not something that I want personally. That's just something that I think that they might do. But that's number two. And number one is gonna shock you guys because it's something that's very unexpected and something that a lot of people probably wouldn't expect out of me. But I would like to see Big E return at the Royal Rumble. Big E is a guy who, if they would have kept him Big E Langston, if he would have never did the stuff with the New Day, I think he could have been what they want. That guy, I forgot what the guy's name, Hobbs in AEW. That's what they want him to be. He's a big guy, powerhouse. You see this guy's pecs. Big E is a very strong guy. He could like bench press like 500, but he was never portrayed as a monster. Certain storylines of Bobby Lashley is how they should have portrayed Big E, he had a bad neck injury. I would love to see Big E come back because I think with what they're doing with medicine and things like that they could honestly afford to bring Big E back and have him wrestle without any complications. So I would love to see Big E come back, and that's weird kind of for me because I hate the New Day, but I like each person as individual. Xavier Woods should have been United States champion after he won the King of the Ring or Intercontinental champion. Kofi Kingston should have had a better run. Brock Lesnar didn't have to squash him like that. And the same with Big E. Big E, if he would have been champion without the New Day gimmick, I think that he would have had a really great run. Big E is one of the guys who, if you put him in a match with Bobby Lashley, put him in a match with Brock Lesnar, put him in a match with Braun Strowman, put him in a match with one of the big guys, he will have a good match. Because Big E is more than just a big guy, which I think a guy like Otis could be as well. But that's something for another story. They limited Otis to being a comedic guy, but Otis can be intimidating just because he's a big guy with not a lot of muscles, not a lot. His body fat percentage is higher than his muscle percentage, but Otis is strong though, so I think Otis can do a lot of things. Those are my five. I had a couple of other people in mind, but it'll be more like legends. I would like to see Victoria. Honorable mention. Victoria, I want to see Victoria return the Women's Royal Rumble because Victoria is someone who is like really one of the best women's wrestlers ever, top 10 ever. But she never got the respect she deserved, in my opinion. So I like to see Victoria return. If we're gonna do some more crossover things, we've seen what Impact did. They let Mickie James come back, so I know AEW probably wouldn't do this without something in return. But what to get a Will Ospreay or something like that in the Royal Rumble, just for 10 minutes would be fire. I don't think they're gonna do that though. I think New Japan or TNA will probably be a better shot, and I can't think of anyone from TNA who I would genuinely like to see come back. But if I had to just throw something out of there, I think seeing EC3 in the Royal Rumble would be cool, or another AEW guy, Andrade. That's my favorite wrestler, so seeing Andrade come is something that's actually possible because of Charlotte Flair. But a guy Ty Dillinger will be cool as well, but I don't think it's gonna happen either. These are just things that I'm throwing out. I think WWE and AEW could do something very cool in exchange for AEW superstar popping up in the Royal Rumble. What you could do is give them a superstar to compete in that ladder match where it's like a poker chip hanging at the top of the ring, or the Joker comes out, or whatever the case may be. You can do something like that. But they're in competition right now, so I understand that's probably never going to happen. But that's just something, that I thought about. But what do you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me guys know what you think. And we're going to keep dropping videos. And I'm looking forward to the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble, I really am. So I'm going to make sure that I'm home that day and no one bothers me and try to make me go out that day. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. We're going to go to 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs. Peace.